What?
Oh, shit.
Let's dive right in, starting with the unsettling case of Kendra Boone. This is 33-year-old Kendra Boone of Silver Springs, who attempted to steal an elderly woman's car keys in a parking lot. When deputies arrived, she pretended to be the one who called 911 and walked up to one of the cruisers. The unsuspecting officer casually stepped out of his car to talk to her, and that's when she made her move.
No. Stop! 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 It did so fast, she just got in my car and took off. Eastbound on Highway 40 passing the substation. Were you the one who called us?
Yes. I'm still, really shaking. She tried to reach in and grab the keys from my vehicle.
When I'm behind them, she is going westbound on 40. She has lights and fires on, running off the side of traffic. Excuse me to all stations, I need help.
From this point on, Boone repeatedly tried to reach law enforcement dispatchers using the radio in the cruiser, but never got through.
Hello? Hello? All right. We're now passing the wait station, still eastbound. And we're still eastbound past the wait station. 600 Larry, just turn around and now it's westbound. Yeah, 475 westbound.
Excuse me, I need the real police. No, before you switch, this is wrong.
Deputies deployed stop sticks ahead of the woman, but when she saw the police car with flashing lights, she turned around. That turn of events set things up for the worst possible outcome.
And she's turning around. She's conducting a U-turn. She is.
Yeah.
Signal 4.
Signal 4 station, 1033.
Stay away from the car! Stay away from the car! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Are you guys okay? Hello?
Signal for another vehicle.
You guys okay? I'm not getting a response from this. Hello?
Marion, I got the police cruiser on fire.
During the pursuit, Kendra Boone reached a top speed of 127 miles per hour. At the time of the crash, she was going 101 miles per hour. She, as well as the driver and a passenger of the pickup truck, was pronounced dead at the scene. Another passenger was hospitalized in critical condition, but succumbed to his injuries 2 weeks later. Next up, this disturbing dashcam video was captured in Glendale, California. It shows a Tesla roughly sliding on its brakes, and the driver gets out. The man is holding some kind of lead pipe, and he approaches to the car with dashcam and immediately starts slamming the window.
Somehow the window doesn't shatter, after which the man simply gets back in his car and continues driving. Later down the road, he was captured on the same dashcam attacking another car. The car is shown speeding away from the attacker. The incident was reported to police, but the Tesla didn't have any license plates, so they were unable to locate it. Over the next few days, police received multiple more calls reporting similar experiences. One of these was also caught on Dashcam.
Wow. What?
After a few more days, police were finally able to locate the man. He was 36-year-old Nathaniel Radamak, who already had a lengthy criminal record with active warrants out for his arrest. Among the recent random road rage incidents, throughout earlier years, he also took part in serious criminal threats and stalking in a total of 8 different states across the country. The reasoning behind the highway attacks was never made clear. Currently, Nathaniel is being kept in jail on a bail set at over $5 million.
Next up, we have the chilling case of Luis Cobo Cenobio.
Are you hit? Are you okay?
I'm just really scared and shaken up.
Okay.
On November 11th, 2018, Washington County Corporal Brett Thompson ended up in a bizarre situation when he tried to pull over a green Saturn for a traffic violation. The driver wouldn't stop, slowing down briefly before speeding up again, almost like he was toying with the officer. After a few tense minutes, the vehicle finally stopped, but not for the reason Thompson had hoped.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Jesus! Shots fired, County. Shots fired, kid! County, I need units now!
After driving off, the suspect stopped about 150 feet away to let a female passenger out, then took off again. The officer, who hadn't even realized she was in the car this whole time, later found out she was the suspect's girlfriend.
Temple, I got a white female just got out. She's walking southbound off of Steel. You good? I'm good. I'm good. Stay in your house. Hey! Come here! Keep your f***ing hands up, too! Why'd he pull a gun on me?
I swear I have no clue.
The hell is he doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Get on your knees.
Yes.
All right, put that down. Do you have any weapons on
I
you?
don't have anything on me but
All right, I'm going to put you in handcuffs because I don't know what I'm dealing with. Are you hit? Are you okay?
I'm just really scared and shaken up.
Okay.
Miraculously, no one was injured during this 53-second-long shootout. The suspect, later identified as 29-year-old Luis Cobo Cenobio, soon got into another shootout with the police and was arrested. While awaiting trial in the Washington County Detention Center, he was killed by his cellmate.
This dashcam footage was taken on January 25th, 2021, the middle of winter. Snow is on the ground as this car drives along a canyon in Utah. As the car approaches a section of road with no guardrails, a pickup on the other side of the road loses control due to the icy conditions. It's forced into an oncoming Subaru. The two vehicles drop down the ledge below, all caught on this car's dashcam. Everyone inside both vehicles would make it out alive, most only receiving minor injuries. 4 out of the 5 people involved were able to get out of their vehicles on their own. However, a woman in the pickup had been trapped due to the way the vehicle had dented from impacting the bottom of the ravine. Although fire crews arrived minutes later and were able to free her. The road was closed for several hours for recovery operations. 2 tow trucks were needed to get each vehicle out.
Next up, we have an incredibly brutal case that shows exactly why you shouldn't drink and drive. On May 20th, 2023, at 5 a.m. in Gaithersburg, Maryland, police responded to a call about 37-year-old Lawrence White, who was found unresponsive in his car sitting in the middle of a ramp, likely intoxicated. After peering through his heavily tinted windows, police noticed a gun in his lap, making them proceed with caution.
County police! Don't move! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Let me see your hands! Hands up, police! Oh, let me see your hand! Keep your hand raised! Keep your hand up! Hands up! Police! Hands up! Keep your right hand up! Watch my right hand.
Hey man, put the gun down. Put the gun down. What? Put the gun down.
Unlock the door and put your hands on the steering wheel. No. It's your gun, okay? It's in the car. Let me see your hands. Put it in drive. Put it in drive. Police.
Hey, move that car up here.
Put the car against us. Put the car. Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Seeing the suspect break through the roadblock, one of the cops takes on the dangerous task of placing stop sticks in front of his rear wheels. As the suspect manages to slip away, he hits the stop sticks, sealing his fate.
Bail out. Crash.
After being ejected from his car in the crash, the suspect is run over by an officer who doesn't even realize it until later.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Oh, he eject!
Emergency medical services pronounced Lawrence White dead at the scene. 2 occupants of another vehicle involved in the crash suffered minor injuries and were transported to a hospital for treatment.
This happened in May of 2021. The dashcam footage shows Michael Shackelford driving a San Antonio road after leaving his bank for work. As he's driving, a car passes him with one of the back doors open and a woman yelling for help. Reading the situation, Michael diverts from his original route and begins following the car while simultaneously calling the police.
Hey, I need police ASAP. I'm on 410 South by Ingram Park Mall. A lady is screaming outside her Ford A gray Ford exiting Ingram Road right now. She's trying to get out of a vehicle and the guy won't let. No, she's not exiting. They got back on 410. I don't know. It says 410 south from Ingram going towards like Marbach area.
After a few minutes on the highway, the car finally takes an exit. Now at slower speeds, the woman in the backseat sees an opportunity and exits the moving vehicle.
Military Drive. Exit by the academy now. Okay. Military Drive. We're in the frontage road. What is this guy doing? She's screaming and kicking in the car. He's erratically. She's trying to get out of the car. She's opening the door. She's trying to jump out. He sped up and he couldn't get out. She jumped out! She jumped out! She jumped out! Ma'am, get in my truck! Get in my truck! Okay, I'm going to the police station right now.
He has my car, he has everything.
The one on Calabria, yeah.
The two see a police officer and flag him down. They retreated to a nearby parking lot where a medical crew arrived. The woman was brought to a hospital as a precaution, but ultimately it was determined that she only suffered minor injuries. The woman had been taken against her will by her own husband, who refused to let her go. She had to resort to yelling out to nearby drivers for help. The husband was later found by police and arrested.
The next case shows how quickly an officer's life can be turned upside down. On March 5, 2021, Officer Patrick McCarty of the Carroll Police Department pulled over a vehicle. But this wasn't just any traffic stop, it was a targeted one. Surprisingly, the officer wasn't focused on the driver at all. His attention was on the passenger, 29-year-old Dennis Geider.
How's it going, guys? Hey, Dennis. Hey, hate to be the one to tell you this, but it sounds like you got a warrant out of Illinois. Okay. You got your ID on you? I'm sorry? Okay. Do you have anything on you? Okay. Why don't you step out of the car until we can identify you? You got anything on your person, man? You got anything on you? Any weapons or anything like that? What's up? Awesome. Okay, go ahead and step out. Hello? Go ahead and step out, man.
But instead of stepping out, Dennis started frantically talking to the driver. Seconds later, he shoved the driver out of the car and tried to flee. This small act was likely staged to prevent the driver, who was probably Dennis's friend, from getting in trouble for his actions.
Stop the car, man! Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the f***ing car! Stop the f***ing car! Stop the f***ing car! Stop it! Stop the car! Stop the car! Get off the... Put on the goddamn brakes! Put on the f***ing brakes! Put on the brakes! Stop the f***ing car! Stop the f***ing car, man! Jesus! Stop the car, man!
The fall we just witnessed left Officer McCarty with a broken back, and it took him nearly a year to recover from that injury. Geider was later arrested and pleaded guilty to serious injury by vehicle. He was sentenced to up to 5 years in prison.
This happened on a highway in Massachusetts. Driving is a man named Jeffrey Code. As he's listening to the radio and making his way down the road, a large slab of ice suddenly gets dislodged from the car in front of him and flies into the air. The slab smashes into Jeffrey's windshield, immediately shattering it.
Planning attacks on New Year's Eve. Police and prosecutors, the two suspects were arrested in the Turkish capital after having scouted out possible locations for the attacks at a central square and popular bars likely to be crowded on New Year's Eve. The suspects crossed into Turkey from Syria terror threat elevated. Security is high in Turkey's major cities and along the Syrian.
Now completely unable to see, Jeffrey slowly pulls to the side of the road, blindly crossing 2 lanes as he does so. He was unhurt, as fortunately the slab hadn't completely broken through the windshield, instead leaving cracks across the entire thing. It also damaged a side mirror and the windshield wipers. Jeffrey admits that he likely could have avoided the slab of ice had he slammed on the brakes, but then you're risking losing control and getting hit by other cars, like the one right beside him, which kept him from swerving into a different lane.
The driver of this car made a mistake that will haunt him for the rest of his life.
Stop! Stop!
This tragic story took place in 2019 in Chicago when police attempted to stop a stolen Chrysler.
There we go, taking off. Go ahead.
734.
Last plate you ran. 734, we got a vehicle taking off from us eastbound from 71st to Peoria. The last plate we ran. It's going to be a Chrysler 300.
734, you're eastbound from Peoria and 71st. And what's the plate?
It's going to be the last plate we ran.
Last plate is 742-4618. It comes back to a 2015 Chrysler.
Okay, what's your location now?
As the Chrysler sped down the road, the driver lost control and crashed into a silver Mitsubishi, sending the vehicle flipping.
Turn on 730, go ahead.
Oh, shit!
Stop.
Slow down!
I got it.
34, what you guys wanted for?
He just crashed 7-1 Sugar Squad.
734, we need an ambulance, quick.
Oh, shit.
Okay, 71 in Parnell, is there a crash? What's going on?
Jason Yancey, the 23-year-old passenger of the stolen vehicle, was ejected from the car and died on impact. However, the real psychological horror sets in when the driver realizes he just killed his friend.
Hey. Get handcuffs.
Sit down.
Hey, cuff me in front. Get the get me away from this.
Relax.
Get me away from this. Get me away from this, please.
Come on.
Get me away from this.
Are you okay? Yeah.
Make sure they're okay.
Look at me.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm great.
A little drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. They were drunk.
Relax. Okay?
35.
Hey, stop looking. Okay, stop. Okay, don't look at them. Okay? Don't look at them. Okay? I'm gonna stop. Yo, stop. Okay? Relax. We got an ambulance. Please, we got an ambulance, okay?
Call his mama. Call.
Okay, I will.
Call somebody, please. I don't need help.
I know.
I don't need help.
Ambulance is coming.
I don't need help.
Do you hear them? Ambulance is coming.
I don't need help.
Relax, okay? Relax. Stay in here.
I don't need help. Oh my God, bro. He got it. He's dead.
Relax.
Look at him. Help him.
Stop. Sit down.
Help him, please.
Stop. Relax.
As a result of the collision, 3 people were taken to the hospital in serious to critical condition, while 2 others were in fair to serious condition.
In July 2022, a small plane in San Diego had lost power mid-flight. The plane wasn't close enough to an airport, and this information was given to air traffic control. The 2 men inside the plane were instructed to perform an emergency landing on the nearest road. The cameras on this Tesla show exactly that from multiple different angles. The plane strikes a sign as it touches down. It was forced to continue driving up towards a second intersection, where it hits an SUV. The plane lost a wing and it began leaking gas all over the road. The two inside of the SUV and the two inside of the plane were taken to the hospital. All of them suffered only minor injuries, though. Authorities actually commended the pilot for the landing. He managed to keep the plane on the road, doing minimal damage considering the circumstances. Had he lost control, or even had the light to the first intersection been green, the entire situation easily could have resulted in much worse. On April 2nd, 2015, Paul Yearly was driving on the highway to his work in his Ford Mustang when he suddenly started feeling nauseous. He started getting tunnel vision, and he realized something was off, so he turned off his cruise control. That's when he recalls everything going black, and he passes out while driving, his foot coming to rest on top of the gas pedal, pushing it to the floor. Narrowly misses a power line pole that could have ended his life and continues driving unconscious into a field. He's then steered back towards the highway, but luckily is unable to clear the hill. As he starts driving back towards the fence, he finally comes to, putting his hands back on the steering wheel and pressing the brakes. This was the first and only time Paul had ever blacked out. One of the passing cars noticed him in the field and stopped to help him and call the police. He was taken to the ER. Multiple tests were performed to determine what caused the sudden loss of consciousness. The main cause turned out to be a hereditary low blood pressure condition. Paul was treated and was able to make a full recovery. This dashcam footage was captured on June 25th, 2021. It happened in Waverly, Kansas during one of the state's summer storms. The car was trailing a Jeep Grand Cherokee as they were approaching an intersection. Right as it starts to slow down, lightning suddenly strikes the car.
St. Mary's, Silver Lake, Point, Maple Hill, Evans, Delia, and Willard.
4 lightning strikes hit the vehicle in quick succession. Right after, all of the lights in the car turn off as the electrical system had failed. A hole was left in the door handle, and the tires to the car were blown out from the electricity traveling through them to get to the ground. Inside the car was a family of 5. None of them suffered any injuries. Many cars nowadays come with safety features that shockproof the inside of the vehicle, though it was no longer drivable. The electrical system had been completely destroyed. Ronald Wiley was driving to West Hamlin, West Virginia on Route 10, a road surrounded by forest on both sides. As he was making a turn, he noticed a large tree in front of him start falling. He had time to brake, but the tree took more down with it, forcing them to fall on top of him. Power lines along the road managed to stay up, allowing Ronald to back up from out of the trees. The days leading up to this video, the area had received much more rain than was usual, which is likely what caused the trees to fall. Too much rain can overflood the soil holding the roots in place, leaving them with much less of a hold. In these conditions, the trees have an almost domino-like effect. By only a few seconds, Ronald managed to make it out unhurt, with his truck taking all the damage.
That's all for today. We will be back with more of such terrible and disturbing footages. Thanks for watching, And just stay tuned for more such mind-bending cases.